All right, you guys, we're doing one of my favorite things in the entire world on this show, and that's going beyond the desk with the News Channel 9's new meteorologist, Olivia Glass. We're going to find out what she's like when she's not on your TV screens. Hi, Olivia. How are you?
Good morning, Sierra. I'm so good. How are you?
I am so good. We're so happy to have you as a part of the News Channel 9 family as a meteorologist. But we're going to ask you the hard-hitting, important questions, which is, where did you grow up?
So I am from a small town about 40 minutes north of Detroit. So I'm from Michigan. Came from lots of cool weather, so I'm thankful to have lots of different backgrounds. Forecasting. I went to Waterford Kettering High School.
Okay.
So during that time, I spent a lot of my time cheering. I was cheer captain my senior year.
Woo!
Involved with a little bit of link crew stuff, which is like mentoring the freshmen there. There's a picture of my senior year high school cheer team there. I'm over there on the left-hand side. Love that group of girls, so that was a super fun time.
And then where did you go to college after?
So beyond high school, I started at community college, and then I transferred to Central Michigan University. So I am a fellow Chippewa, so fire up Chips.
Yeah.
During my time there, I was involved with News Central, so I got a lot of on-air time doing weather for that, along with being involved with something called Student Chapter of the American Meteorological Society. So during that time, I sat on the e-board as secretary and president for my senior year. Did a lot of interviews, had a lot of special speakers come in, rearranged plans, a lot of meetings. So it was fun to get all the students involved and everyone who liked weather.
Yeah. So
that was a super fun time there at Central as well.
Have you always been into weather? Did you know you wanted to be an anchor, or did you know I'm going to be a meteorologist?
Yeah, so it kind of came to me in high school. I started going the route of I wanted to go into the science field, but I loved weather. I loved talking. I grew up around news. My dad works at a station back home, so.
Oh, he does?
Yes.
How fun, keeping the legacy going.
Yeah, so I'm living that legacy for sure. But during, this is a picture at Fox 2 Detroit. This was when I was 5 years old. You can see me looking at the camera, smiling. So yeah, that was me shadowing, or kind of looking at their chief meteorologist there, Rich Luderman, which came in a full circle because I ended up interning there this past summer.
Cool.
So it was a full circle moment. It was a blast. And yeah, so from that point on, that's when I was kind of okay, I'll go ahead and go into TV, do weather, so it's the best of both worlds.
Right, and the coolest thing about Olivia, you guys, is she graduated college on Saturday, drives all the way, how many hours here?
It was 11-hour drive.
11-hour drive, and she was here on Monday for her first day at News Channel 9, and that's what we call devotion. We're so glad you're here.
Yes.
All right, do you have any animals?
I do.
Okay.
So I have 2 cats and 1 chinchilla, so that's kind of a fun fact about me. Look at her, this is little Miss Penelope. She is down here with me in Tennessee. She's super soft. They like to take dust baths. So fun fact about chinchillas, you can't get their fur wet because it's so dense. It holds a lot of moisture and can mold sometimes. Thankfully, I take very good care of Penelope. So she's a little sweetie. Now this is Miss Marshmallow.
Oh, cute.
She is back home with my family. She's a little fluffy, all white Persian Himalayan mix. So that's our second animal back at home. And then our last cat is Emerald. She is a beauty queen. We got her about 8 years ago now. So both cats are up at home, but I was thankful enough to bring little Miss Penelope down to Chattanooga with me.
We're so glad. You need to have a play date with Lexi and her gerbils. Maybe they can all be friends.
And Hannah's rabbit.
And Hannah's rabbit. We've got a whole zoo here at News Channel 9.
Yes.
And then a very hard-hitting question. What is your favorite thing to do when you're not on everyone's TV screens?
So I have actually been traveling down to Chattanooga for about 3 years now. My boyfriend has been put on a job down here, right downtown.
There's a picture of them, and I've met him. He's so nice and so wonderful.
We love him. So this was the first time we went to Ruby Falls back in 2021. So whenever I'm not on air, I've been traveling down here. So now I'm here to stay, and I work with you guys now, and I couldn't be more blessed to have this moment here.
We're so happy you're here. How cool that you got to really see the scenic city before deciding where you want to go. Because a lot of you don't know, when you graduate college and you go to the TV world, there's a lot of options and you're in like smaller markets trying to work your way up, and you getting Chattanooga was perfect.
It was like, I was like, thank you, God, because I like usually, you know, you do start in smaller markets. It could be all the way out in Idaho.
Mine was in Jonesboro, Arkansas, so I get it. Yeah.
So I feel so blessed to be in a place where I have been before and I'm familiar with the area and I know a little bit about the city, so that helps out in my favor so much.
Good. All right, well, we're just out of time. Everyone, you need to follow along with her. You're going to be seeing a whole lot more of her. Where do we go to find out more?
So you can add me on Instagram and Twitter, Olivia Glass Weather, and then Facebook, meteorologist Olivia Glass, WTVC.
All right, Olivia, you guys are going to love her. Thank you so much for being on our show.
Thank you so much, Sierra.
Of course.